What's going on, everyone? Tech Me Out here, and in this video I'm going to be unboxing the Google Pixel 2. Now, I also have the Google Home Mini, and if this is something you're interested in seeing an unboxing on, let me know by hitting that like button down below as well as commenting so that I know this is something you want to see. But in this video I'm going to be focusing on the Pixel 2, so let's see what we have. So very simple packaging on the outside. It doesn't look like it should be very difficult to get into, but we are going to find out. Okay, so it slides up like so. There we go. So did I unbox this wrong? Feels like okay, I think I did it upside down. This is the way you're supposed to unbox it. I did it upside down originally, so I don't know, the green side just pulled my attention. So let me just pull it this way. And this is the proper way to unbox it here. God, I already messed it up. Anyway, so first thing we have here is the device. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out. Go ahead and get that first in-hand experience and see what I think. Now, I have been using primarily the iPhone 7 Plus as well as the Note 8, so I am accustomed to a bigger device. So, oh wow, this is nice. I like the way the back of the device feels. It's very textured. So initial impressions, I really like the way this feels in hand. It actually is made of aluminum, but it doesn't feel like it. So it doesn't seem like it would pick up a lot of fingerprints. And it also feels like I would have a better grip on my phone, so it shouldn't be sliding about in my hand by accident, or maybe when I lay it on something like my bed. I know the iPhone 8 slides everywhere. I don't feel like this will have the same type of reaction. Now, in reference to buttons, you have your power button on the right hand side as well as your volume rocker. So that's a little different that they're on the same side. I know, like, for me personally, I'm used to a device where the power button's on one side and the volume button's on another. So that's a little bit different, and it's probably gonna take some getting used to. Then along the left-hand side, you just have your SIM tray. So along the front of the device, we have bezels. Yes, I feel like I have to mention that because so many devices nowadays are pretty much becoming bezel-less. And when you see this one and you got these kind of thick bezels at the top and the bottom, I don't know. We'll see how it is, you know, compared to the rest of them. But we do have some bezels. You also have two front-facing speakers as well, one at the top and one at the bottom. And then your 8-megapixel front-facing camera. Along the bottom, we're using USB-C charging. So that's really nice to see, as it helps unify all of the charging methods that we're currently using to get these devices charged up. Then along the back of the device, we have the 12.2 rear megapixel camera and the fingerprint reader. So I'm gonna just go ahead and power this on and set it to the side as it continues to power on. Then we also have some literature in here regarding the device. Then we have a USB-C to USB adapter. And then we also have a USB-C to 3.5 millimeter adapter, as the Pixel 2 does not have a headphone jack. So yeah, we're going kind of iPhone style on this one. And then your USB-C cable, as you do have USB-C on both ends of this. And then lastly, we have our power adapter. So that is everything that comes in the box. So I'm gonna get this device set up and then come back to you with some more thoughts after playing with it for a little bit. So I've set up my Google Pixel, I played with it for a little bit, and I have some more initial impressions and takeaways during my first use of it. So it still is comfortable in hand, that hasn't changed. I like the glass back and I like the textured bottom. Like I said, it does allow me to grip my phone a little bit better. Now, for those of you that are curious if the Google Pixel packs fast charging or wireless charging, the answer is no. So I basically experienced an issue in not having that already when I was syncing information over from my Note 8 to my Pixel, as I basically chose to use the adapter method. So I had one end in my Pixel and the other end into my Note. So I ended up leaving out for a little bit, and when I came back, my Pixel was dead and it didn't finish bringing everything over. So if it had that wireless charging capability, I could have easily popped this on the charging pad and let it, you know, charge and sync at the same time. But it wasn't able to charge as it was doing the syncing of information from one device to the other because it doesn't have wireless charging, and the charging port was being occupied by the other device in which the information was coming over from. So one of those one-off scenarios, but nonetheless something I personally experienced and wanted to share with all of you. As for navigation through the device, everything just feels very fluid, fast, and responsive. No hiccups thus far, anything like that. The camera is phenomenal. I am in love already with the little selfie portrait mode. I can see why the camera ranked so highly. It's absolutely amazing. So for all of my camera photographers out there, this one right here definitely is one to look into. And I'm actually kind of considering doing a camera shootout between the Pixel and the Note 8, or maybe the Pixel and the 8 Plus, or the Pixel and the iPhone 10. Let me know down below in the comments section, but I'm really considering doing that. Just want to kind of gauge your interest if I did. Now, something that I really admire Google for is the fact that they let you choose a device based upon its size more than its features. So with that statement, what I'm implying is that basically the Pixel XL and the Pixel 2 are one and the same, with the difference being pretty much the battery and obviously the screen size. So you're really not sacrificing per se a feature if you want a smaller device. I know personally some of us out there get torn between a smaller device and a larger device because generally the larger one will have something like the better camera or something exclusive to it that even though you may not want a bigger device, you want that feature so much that you sacrifice and get a bigger device. But it seems like Google's approach is a little bit different in that area, as they let you really choose if you want a bigger device or not versus if you want an exclusive feature to that device or not. Now, another feature I was really excited about testing out is the now playing function, where basically it's always listening to let you know what song might be playing around you, and it'll show you the song title at the bottom of your lock screen. So I tested it out and it did identify the song, and I thought that was pretty cool because I know I'm a music lover and I always like to stumble across new songs. So it's really nice to be able to have the track at the bottom versus having to go to Google itself and search for the song or whatever methods I might have to use before. Now, I will say with the now playing function, it was a little bit finicky as it took a while to identify a song, if it identified it at all. Like me personally, I played Bodak Yellow by Cardi B, and I don't know, I feel like that song should have been one of those that could have been identified because it is so popular, but it never identified the song. And what I will say about that particular feature is that you do have to enable it in your settings, so it's not turned on by default. And also, actually, now that I think of it, the little portrait mode for your selfie cam is also not on by default. So when it comes to getting portrait mode for your camera, you're actually gonna have to update the camera app, as some phones are not shipping with the update natively, like mine's didn't include it, so I had to update it manually. But yeah, I'm excited about testing this device out a little bit further, getting some, in-depth hands-on experience with it and sharing my thoughts and opinions with you all about it. So definitely hit the subscribe button so you can be updated when the video drops. And as always, thanks for taking the time out to let me tech you out.